post-exposure. What is it and why do we do it? Let's get into it. So post-exposure is the process of finishing hardening your stencil and all the areas that didn't wash away in order to make it more durable to reuse it. This process just needs to be done one time when you are initially making your stencil, and it doesn't need to be done after every time you use your stencil. So in order to post-expose, you're going to just put your stencil back under your light with the top side facing up. You do not need the clear cover sheet for this process. You just want to make sure the coated side of your stencil is facing toward the light and the shiny side, or the side with the backer on it, is touching the stand. And then you're just going to turn on your light for 2 minutes. So what this is doing is finishing to cure or harden all these areas of your stencil that didn't wash away. The reason this process is necessary is because when we do the initial exposure for 30 to 35 seconds, we aren't fully hardening all these areas. If we would expose longer during that initial exposure, the light would actually go through your artwork and make it impossible to wash out your stencil. So that's why we recommend to never go over the 35 seconds when you're doing your initial exposure. But when you're done drying the stencil, to never skip this post-exposure step, because it really does help make your stencils more durable in the long run. So if you ended up soaking your stencil for a really long time, or washout is taking you a really long time because of, your artwork wasn't dark enough, or you're in front of a bright window, or a lot of reasons, you can check out our washout video for more tips on that. But if for some reason washout is taking you a really long time, then you're going to want to post-expose longer, because you've weakened all these areas that you want to remain. So all we recommend for that is to just put it under your light for the normal 2 minutes from the top side, and then go ahead and flip over your stencil and also post-expose it from the back side for 2 minutes. So if you're having problems with your stencils breaking down prematurely, then maybe try post-exposing both sides. Another thing to note about post-exposure is that you can't over post-expose, like you can't go too long. So if you do forget your stencil under the light for, more than the 5 minutes or whatever, however long, it's not gonna hurt your stencil at all. It's completely fine. So that's all there is to post-exposure. This is a very easy step to forget, but it's also a very important step if you want your stencils to be durable and be able to be reused time and time again. If you have any questions about making your stencils, let us know in the comments, and check out this playlist right here for our complete Ikonart 101 series.